Welcome back to I Did This Instead of Killing Myself, stand-up comedy podcast, New York City. It's the week of August 21st, 2023. Happy Monday. Hope you're happy. Hope you're good. Hope you're just having a great morning, ready to start your week. I'm working on some stuff this week. I'm trying to self-improvement, trying to catch up on sleep, not be an idiot, eat better, work out. Is that too many things? I don't know. Trying. You know? Is Alexis laughing at me from the other room? I don't know. I think she is. God damn it. Whatever. All right. So I am excited about this week's episode because we have two very funny guests on, two of my good friends. Is Alexis still laughing? All right. I can't even... Whatever. Guests today, Alexis Ramirez and Rory O'Connor. Good friends. Most of you all know them. Rory's been on the show twice before. Rory's a 22-year-old engineering student from New Jersey. He loves art school girls. And you know Alexis. She's my lovely, hilarious roommate. Rory was in Greenville for 2 years where he had an internship. That's where he all met. That's where he started doing comedy. Because he is from New Jersey, he lives real close by. So he stopped by. He's the first Greenville person to come and do an interview. Very excited that he came. And we had a really fun interview. Right before this interview was recorded, we went to a Greek restaurant where we met this nice couple. They're not a couple, two women. We don't think they're a couple, but we tell the story about that and how we're making friends, and Alexis is shamelessly self-promoting about following her dreams. We share subway stories. Alexis, Rory, and I all talk about the subway. Rory talks about his prop comedy, or actually the one and only prop joke he ever did, where he brought in color pallets from Home Depot, and why he'll never do that again. Rory tells us the importance of having a Puerto Rican knife in New York. New York's pretty dangerous. You need a knife, and not just any knife. You need a Puerto Rican knife. Rory tells us why. We also get a tell-all about Rory's love life. He didn't want to kiss and tell, but we pry for details. It's very interesting. Ladies, look out for Rory. He tells us a story about how he made a move on his crush while watching a slasher movie. It's a good move. Good move. Rory, doesn't talk a lot about this, but I think he's a savant with the ladies. Talk about a lot of other stuff, too. Very fun interview. I hope you guys enjoyed. This made me, again, miss the folks down in Greenville. So, again, Rory's the first, but come on, open invite. Come on up. Come visit. Say hi. Do an interview. Hang out. We got room, kind of. But yeah, love these two. Follow them both. I hope you enjoyed the interview. Not going to shout out the local shows, but again, if you are in the Carolinas, follow Greenville SC Comedy on Instagram. They have all the details. Check it out there. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you enjoy my interview with Rory and Alexis. Here it is.
Yeah. You're trying to be the premier femcel podcast on Patreon?
I'm trying to be the premier femcel.
All right.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're starting.
Welcome to the Big Apple, guys.
People we know.
All right, volume.
Friends and family.
Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry, she's still a little happy. We got hyped up by some wonderful women at a Greek restaurant.
Dude.
Yes.
They think you're 26.
You gotta do the intro.
Do we have to introduce? I mean, I'll do the intro before, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But Rory O'Connor,
returning guest.
first person to come say hi in New York.
Amen.
Welcome to the show.
Kind of local.
Yeah.
The pod follows you wherever you go.
That's
apparently.
right.
Apparently you can't leave this behind you.
That's my favorite.
Apparently this chapter of my life still isn't over.
Rory calls it the pod.
It's the pod.
The pod.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming, man.
Hey,
And Alexis, hi.
And it's me, David's roommate.
Yay. We're here.
That's how David feels about it.
That's how it's going.
I think it's gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
It's gotten better. It's improved.
Mm-hmm. How are you guys' chairs?
Fragile.
I feel bad.
Our chairs are improvised.
I have the comfy one. Rory's sitting on a wooden chair that I found on the roof of
Yeah.
our apartment.
Yes.
This isn't graded for strong young men. This is graded for children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Or painters.
If I fall, it would be very funny.
Yeah.
This is a comedy podcast.
Right.
If
let's not
anybody
forget.
moves an inch, we're gonna knock everything down.
Yeah,
So-
I can't do any of my normal large
Right.
motions
Mm-hmm.
when I'm
Yeah. Wait. Oh wait. So we were talking about the Greek restaurant.
Okay, yeah. So we just
Yes.
went out to eat,
Yes.
right? At a Greek restaurant.
Give us the play-by-play of the
Okay.
Greek
So
ladies.
so we were sitting at a 4-top, and there's a 2-top beside us of 2 ladies that are probably over 50, right? That's what you would say?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a safe bet.
That's safe, and also they're definitely young souls. So age is just a number. But anyway, so they were sitting there, and then okay, I got too high before. What happened, guys? You tell me.
No, she didn't.
So I believe they were
smoke.
eavesdropping on us, or they overheard us talking. Well, first of all, you made it very clear to our waiter that we were living the dream, which is maybe
Yeah.
the most manic thing you could
The
tell
first word
anyone
out-
you've never met before.
The first.
I've walked into a Denny's and the waiter has said, "I'm living the dream." Right?
Yeah. No,
That's
but
my-
Alexis is living. Yeah, she makes it known that we are
So,
doing comedy.
To passerbys
in New York City.
Alexis is like, "Hey, I'm living the dream.
Ask me about it. Ask me about what I mean by
Ask
that.
me about my dream.
Ask me about stand-up.
How many people have I gotten to follow me just off of random conversations?
5?
More than 5 since I've been in New York, because that is what you have. We're out on
you
these
gotta
streets.
do.
We're out on these streets, gaining each follower and earning it.
To your credit, your manic insistiveness did get us this conversation with
Yes.
those delightful ladies.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's where we are now. So they overheard something about comedy.
I was quoting a Shane Gillis bit that I heard 2 nights ago about him doing an impression of Trump,
Oh, with
What was the
aliens.
joke again?
saying
Could you
something
repeat
about
the-
the blacks.
Repeat the joke.
No, I feel like I don't want to burn his joke, but
So it's fine. You only said the raciest
Nobody's
part of the
watching
entire
this.
thing without any context.
The ra-
That's fine.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I
So
think that gets across how funny it was.
well, these ladies enjoyed it, and
These
we
ladies did.
They
began
loved us
conversing.
for some reason.
They
I
just
don't
love
know
the
why.
energy.
Yeah.
And then really we were just off to the races from there.
Elizabeth and
Elizabeth was like into you.
you think so?
Yeah.
You think she was trying to fuck me?
Do you think they were a couple? Do you guys think
weren't
they
a
were
couple.
No.
just friends?
No, old
No,
people
she
don't do
mentioned
that.
how
Old people don't. There's old people
Old
that are
people
lesbians.
don't smash boxes, dude.
old people go to fucking David Guetta until 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's the straightest thing any of us have ever
No,
done.
no, that seems like a lesbian date. David Guetta.
No, it was just her there.
It was just
living-
her.
Not
yeah.
there's anything wrong with it. I love.
They don't know what we're talking about. Okay, so basically, they overhear our conversation, and how did we start talking to them?
She started. Pilar. Started talking to me. Yeah. And
She was asking, or what? They asked us.
she
like,
asked
when
me
we
what
the food.
what I ordered. I
Yeah.
ordered the baby shark.
Right.
That's right. That's right,
It was a
vegans.
good cold call.
That's
It
right,
was a good-
vegans.
Yeah, she's like, "What did you order? That was so great." And then she started to talk about the restaurant and everything. There's a lot of Greek people in Astoria.
You did move
Fun
into a
fact.
historically Greek neighborhood.
Yeah, this is the
Yes.
most diverse neighborhood I've ever lived in. I think white is the minority here. I think.
Let's go.
No, it's good.
Let's go, girls.
Okay.
Anyway, so she's asking you about the thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were like, "Oh, we just moved here," and then they were like, "Oh, what'd you move here for?"
Yep.
And then I said,
I'm living my dream.
We're
And then
following our
Alexis-
dreams.
Yeah, that's you never want to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Yeah, we do stand-up comedy."
Yes.
And then she was like, "What's it like being a female comedian with all
Sure,
these?"
first she asked,
How hard
"Are
is
you
it?"
famous?"
Oh yeah.
She said, "Are you famous?" You said no, and then she looked at me and,
and
she
then
said,
she asked us.
"Is she famous?" And I said, "No."
No.
Yeah.
But she's
She
pretty
asked-
good
Assuming
for not
Alexis
being
would be
famous.
modest and say she's not if she was.
She
What would
asked,
you have said if you were famous? Like, yeah,
I
big
don't.
deal.
Yeah, I don't think I'm famous
If you
at
were,
all.
you would.
No, I know
this
you're
whole
not, but-
scenario would not have occurred if you were famous.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been at dinner with you guys.
No, that was
Obviously.
a baller restaurant.
Yeah, no,
I
it was a
could
cool.
see.
It was a really nice dinner, and I definitely let the waiter know that we were. At least I was poor, but I mean, I think I tipped over 20%. So fuck you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I'm poor. But anyway, bread.
Let's talk more about this dinner. Very. And we got free dessert, comped
yeah.
on the house. I have no idea why.
From our charming
Juju, what was his name? Juju.
I don't know. His name was like the sound
His
of
name
baby
was
makes.
George.
And
His name was George,
fake
but that
name
wasn't
was
his
George.
authentic
he was
name.
Chechen. or
His
something.
Greek name was like
Jarud or
Gugu.
something?
No, he was from
Gurad or something.
He was
like
from
that?
Georgia, and they call him George, but his real name is Guru or something.
Yeah, it's like Gru.
It's wait, hold on. It's on the receipt.
It's on the receipt.
Is his name on the receipt? Hi, Gru.
Gussie? That can't be right.
What is it?
What is? I mean, what else could that mean?
Gussie?
Pussy?
Is that guy pussy?
His name is. Let me see. Gussie.
'Cause that's usually isn't they put the server's name
That's
right
not.
up there?
That wasn't our server though. He was like a
True.
like
We had a different guy.
runner.
Oh, okay.
basically.
Yeah.
Our runner
He
was
was-
full Gussie,
Yeah, busboy.
deeply gussied
He
man,
was the bread guy.
the bread guy. Anyway,
But so this dinner, right? And so we start talking to them, and she's a doctor. The other person is a
Dean.
a dean, and then
At a school. yes.
Elizabeth is telling me about this collective of ladies. Which ladies, I'm about to hit you up.
A female art collective.
Female comedy collective.
Female comedy collective. So that was crazy, you
And,
know.
Yes.
And then
And then she said, "Is it all female?" And she said, "No, men
So
are
we're
allowed."
going.
Which,
yeah, encourage.
honestly, I would prefer to be very discriminated against in that situation.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I feel
It's
like
weirder if you let a dude pull up to something called the Women's Comedy Collective, right?
Nah, you gotta
No, I
embrace
think
it.
it's good. I think it's good because it's just like, okay, well, like this is like obviously we're trying to, like, have whatever.
We're trying to collect.
You got to
you
have
know.
the men there because they're the ones that like will
Make the
give
jokes.
the opportunities once they make their case. You
I
know?
thought you were gonna say give the opportunities
thought we
because
were-
they're the one that book the fucking shows.
Well, yeah, sure. That's,
I think the whole
that's-
point
yeah.
is the women are booking the shows. It's the Women's Comedy
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collective.
I don't know. I haven't looked it up. So we're like talking about stuff we don't even know right,
Right.
now.
But
anyway,
Look
hey,
it up.
they might
Tell
go-
us about
the
it.
biggest
We don't even
thing,
know.
they might go to Alexis's show next week, and
Oh.
you might be able to afford weed now.
Bring your
Dude.
show. Go ahead and promote
Dude,
it.
I
Although
have-
it will not come out.
Oh
it
my
will not
God.
come out this in time.
well,
it won't.
oh
Sorry.
yeah, it doesn't matter. But hopefully,
if you have a
In
time
the
machine,
future, there will
in the
be.
future,
So go ahead and smash that follow button.
smash that follow
Yeah.
button. Anyway,
ASAP angry.
ASAP angry.
Mhm.
It's so easy to remember.
Yeah.
I'm working on my anger though. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm not angry now. I'm just like hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm following my dream.
It's gotten
Yeah.
crazier for sure. I'm just kidding. I have too. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I think I've gotten just more okay with being crazy.
Since moving to New York,
Yeah.
that's an observation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I've just like realized that I'm actually not that crazy.
Yeah, you're in the peanut gallery.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You're
Well,
like,
you had too
"Really?"
much personality for
Huh.
a small town.
Yeah.
But in a big town, you can be drowned out by the insanity of your surroundings.
Exactly. Like I saw. Oh my god. Okay. Well, so I was on the train. I fucking
Train story.
Train time.
wait.
They have subways here.
Did we finish the story about the dinner? Is that
More or less.
more or less?
Yeah.
I think the
Oh,
lesson
I gave her my
is-
number. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Talk
I'm
to
gonna
Greek
I'm
women
gonna
more,
send
Talk
audience.
to Greek women,
Talk to Greek
strangers.
women.
talk to Greek women.
Make friends. They might come.
The last
to
thing
your...
to note about the dinner is they had to guess David's age, and they said you were 26.
26. What
That's
up,
nice.
though?
Let's fucking
That's pretty
go.
good.
Very happy.
Look 26 when you smile like that.
Yep. And when you're wearing a hat.
Fuck off.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Remember, it's a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
I know, but
We're
I,
just creating experiences, guys.
But yeah, so I'm gonna fuck this
Sorry.
old lady later for sure, right?
Wait,
Wait.
which
Here's-
one? David Guetta or
No, the other one.
The female
Not
scientist.
the
I'm
track
fucking
star.
David Guetta.
He's got some
yeah.
of the nicest abs
Not
I
actual
have ever
David Guetta,
seen
the
on
girl.
a human.
the
Pilar.
Pilar.
Mm-hmm.
You'd fuck Pilar? I think she'd
No,
be
probably
fucking
not.
good in the sack.
Probably
Dynamite.
no. I
She's
wouldn't.
a marathon runner,
love-
dude.
I
She's
love
got
Pilar.
fucking stamina.
She outraved everyone else at Jones Beach for sure.
right.
She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was 3 a.m. I was watching David Guetta. It was like fine, I guess.
Yeah, she's
he
wild,
doesn't
dude.
start at 3 a.m. He starts at like 11 p.m.
Yeah. So they stayed the
She's
whole
got
time.
stamina.
And maybe doing a little ecstasy.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
hitting it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that covers
That's
the
the
dinner.
co-
So your train story.
Okay, so I'm a bad person.
Right.
And I went to a mic directly after work today. I took the train there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on the way there, I saw this man holding a Bible, like on the train, like trying to save people's souls.
Right.
And
so you feel right at home in Greenville.
And for the first time, I empathized with the Christian because I was like, dude, I'm on the way to do the same thing.
To proselytize?
To fucking talk at an open mic and no one listened because no one was listening. Everyone had their fucking headphones in, didn't give a fuck what he was saying. Like, it was very New York train.
Why do we even do open mics? We should just get on the L train and just yell at pedestrians.
That's, yeah.
Honestly, I think we'd go farther if we did that.
I'd at least get better at crowd work by doing that instead of standing in front of a room twice the size of my body looking at no audience.
Dude, there's a lot of Subway performers. Have you seen, I put it on my story one time, but there's a guy that dances with a skeleton that is like a full life-size woman, and it's attached to his feet. And he's
That's a pretty hilarious bit.
Right.
Yeah, it's talent, too. I think he was getting tips.
This is what prop comics do now. They've been forced into the railway.
Yeah. Have you guys ever used a prop on stage?
There was that one time, yeah.
What'd you do?
It was like the third time I ever did stand-up. It was when I brought the Home Depot paint scale.
I remember that.
And then every time after
that was the worst joke. Not worst. It was funny, but it was. Didn't you?
It was dark.
Didn't you use the palettes of color to illustrate skin tone?
Yeah, because I was making fun of the racist college down the road that actually used that as a tactic to discriminate against people, 10 years before. But unfortunately, the clientele there were actually fans of the university.
I didn't mean to say it was the worst joke, but it was skin tone and white.
Yeah.
You meant like color. Worst in like a edgy way.
It was ballsy. Dude.
It was edgy enough that I got heckled off stage by a troop of opposition. Yeah.
Opposition.
You got heckled?
Yeah, so this is a callback to the first two times I told this story on this podcast.
Oh, damn.
But,
never got.
Well, I've never heard it, so it'll be new for me.
It
Make
was
it
so
shorter,
the Bob
though.
Jones University bit. I pulled out. I got into the part where I'm impersonating a security guard doing the race thing, and people are drunk at the Comedy Zone.
Yeah.
I was not necessarily going up early in the lineup, and there were these women that were under the impression that I was being very racist in a very unprovoked way, and they made their voices heard.
Yeah.
And they stood up, and they
waved their titties around.
And they waved every dangling fold from their body around, and they made it very known to the staff.
Earrings.
And
is that what you're implying?
they made it very known to the staff that they were not tolerating my behavior. And then did
you get in trouble?
No, all the comedians came to my aid. The ladies approached me after the show, and there was like a tense standoff. I think it was like Momo and Kylo like holding them off. It was great. It was like
funny.
2 years ago.
Wait, so were the hecklers black?
They were of an ethnic persuasion.
Of course.
That's why Momo and
David,
Kyle had to defend you.
Yeah.
It's impossible
Like,
that the people I'm describing were white, by the way.
You had to have our black comic friends defend you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Good for them.
I just have to lay down and accept that
stand by
beating.
comics.
Otherwise, I'd have to lay down and accept that beating.
Have you ever used a prop? Yeah.
I'm trying to think. But I want to use a prop because I have this bag of weed that has George Floyd's face on it, and it's called George Floyd OG. And I'm just like, what? I just want to bring it on stage just to see what happens.
Does it have him coughing on it saying I can't breathe?
No, but I'm like,
that would be bad.
There's so many.
Funny.
There's so many places to go with that, as a prop, and I just want to see what happens. So I might, by the time this comes out, have already done it.
Black lungs matter.
Yeah. All right, that was good.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Quick, steal that before this comes out. Yeah. Oh, you'll see crazy things on the train here. I mean, you guys are just easing in.
I've had a guy yell at me, but I just acted like I couldn't.
What happened when the guy?
That's
yelled
what you
got
to do.
What'd you do?
Yeah.
I just acted like I couldn't hear him.
What did you do to provoke him, or did you just yell at you randomly?
These are entirely unprovoked most of the time.
Yeah.
It was like I was just sitting there on the train, and then he started yelling at me and making I barely made eye contact with him, and then I immediately looked away, and I was like, "Fuck no, fuck no."
You kind of got to treat New York City unidentified pedestrians with what they tell you in school for bears.
Right.
Don't make eye contact.
Yeah.
Leave the situation slowly, calmly.
Speak softly and carry a big stick. Am I right, fellas?
Theodore Roosevelt?
I think so.
Yeah,
that's not FDR. I think it's Teddy. It's Teddy.
I think that's Teddy because that's
Teddy.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Trustbuster.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're right.
Yeah. I got yelled at one time on the subway.
Oh, did you bring any props on stage though?
I've used my vape as a prop.
No, you're just addicted to it and you
Just
smoke it on
addicted
stage.
to it and smoke it on stage. We've also, and I have used a mustache for like 5 seconds
Nice.
for Halloween.
For Hitler?
Wait, like over
Was it a Hitler mustache?
It was lighter than
over
Hitler.
your normal mustache, or
Did you not have one then?
It was Halloween 2 years ago, maybe
Mario?
3 years ago. I didn't have a costume, so I brought it on. I was like, I'm Burt Reynolds or something, and then it fell off. I was like, it didn't work, and then I just did my normal.
Is Burt Reynolds?
Burt
the
Reynolds
dude
also fell off.
Is yeah. He did.
Did he? Is he dead?
I don't know. I just saying it.
Burt Reynolds, is that the guy that does Archer? Who's that
No.
guy? That's John. Who's that? John something, right?
John Hamm? That's not him.
That's not John Hamm.
It's the guy from.
Fuck, what's his name? Do you know the guy from
I've
Archer?
never seen Archer.
Oh, but it's the same guy from Bob's Burgers.
Somebody.
The dad. Do you know who?
Oh,
does
it's the guy who
dad?
voices Coach in Home Videos, my favorite animated series.
I don't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
his
yeah,
voice.
not a big prop guy. They're debating.
John Benjamin?
Huh?
Is it John Benjamin?
I don't think so. Somebody Google who the guy is.
The
on
guy,
Archer.
whoever voiced.
Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah.
Jamie.
The guy who voiced
I think
Coach.
I
in
think
Home
every
movies.
time someone does that on another podcast, like he should get money.
Probably. Yeah.
From
Very-
someone, not us. We
Yeah.
don't have any money to give
Yeah,
you.
we're not gonna ask you to do that.
Okay. Well, the one time I got yelled at on the subway, you guys want to hear that?
Yeah,
Sure.
So, I was running a little late, and I was running
To
up the
what?
steps. A mic somewhere, I think.
Okay.
And I was switching trains at a station,
Mm-hmm.
which they have these little stops. For those of you who don't know, These little-
It's called a transfer.
called a-
Ever
it's
heard
called
of
a
it?
transfer.
You fucking Greenville scum.
That's what the
no, I'm
New
just
York-
kidding.
Guys,
We're on
I'm sure-
trains
it's called
now.
a subway train.
I'm
It's
sure
called
they've
a
heard of
subway.
trains.
Yeah, I think they've heard of trains,
What are
David.
these newfangled
You
wheel
don't know. It's really fucking cool.
Well, I said, what powers them?
I said,
Yeah, people know what trains
say.
are. I said, there's no engine on the front.
Dude, the amount of
Yeah.
times you spit into that mic is so funny to me.
Yeah, sorry, I'm impersonating a mouth breather. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Wait, okay. So I was running up the steps
Yes.
between the thing, and there was this guy. He looked kind of like an Eminem 8 Mile type guy.
Oh,
And he
White
had-
trash.
I was picturing a round, like, colorful.
He was white.
you're picturing a
I was
a
like
candy,
Times Square. I was like, okay.
a
Yeah.
shelled chocolate candy.
Yeah.
bag, and he had real baggy pants, and he had like cargo pants, and
Mm-hmm.
it was full of something. And I was trying to run past him because I was trying to get my next thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I like brushed up against him. And brushed up against the whatever's in his pocket, and I was like, "Oh, sorry," and I just kept running. He's like, "Hey, man, excuse you." He's like, "You gonna apologize, you fucking fat," and then he said the F word.
They do that
Fat.
a lot.
He said faggot?
Fat.
I can say it.
Oh,
They cling to that word.
Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he said that, and then he's like, "Yeah," and he was like shouting behind me, and I kept running. I was like, "Oh fuck!" And then I peeled down another set of stairs, and
They don't get a lot of
Yeah.
action. You just got to give them that moment.
Yeah.
I guess so.
It's
yeah.
either that or they're going to start yelling at pigeons.
It felt like me brushing by his thing gave him excuse to like feel noticed for the first time in a long time or something.
Aw.
So then he could shout and let his voice be heard and be like, "Hey, that guy's an asshole." Am I right? And then nobody really listened
We
to
should
him.
get him
No
better
one
help.
cared.
You got to put
Yeah.
your hand on his shoulder and be like, "What are
Yeah.
you doing?"
I don't like that guy. I fucking hate that guy actually. Like, why was he?
I don't know.
Made me feel like I did something wrong.
I've
I
bumped
kinda-
into people and I just like, I look at them like they bumped into me.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
what you have to do.
Mm.
You just have to assume that you were in the right.
Like, I'm
You're starting
walking
to get
here.
it. Okay.
I'm fucking walking here. Yeah.
You'll integrate.
Roy, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you in New York?
Yeah,
Oh,
you've been here
God.
longer than us.
Yeah. I mean, I've been craziest. I mean, I've got a lot. Recently, I saw a dude. He had his pants were full of prescription pill bottles. And he kept dropping bottles of perks and then slowly trying to pick them back up. And then he would pick them up, but he didn't have great motor control, so he dropped the pill box. It was like
Is this on
it
a
was
corner or where is this?
Yeah, this was just on a street corner.
Nice.
He looked, yes, also like what you described. We called that white trash.
Yeah.
Um,
White trash.
A lot of good stuff. I've been handed mixtapes,
Oh, shit.
like CDs.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
from
about
rap
this.
dudes. I've been chased down, like, take my mixtape, take my mixtape. I was like 12.
I
or
forgot about
something.
this, but I got catcalled the other night.
Nice.
This was like the week that you weren't here. This was when I was actually by myself. It was kind of
Yeah.
scary. But I walk around with a knife. So if anyone fucking watches this and
Yeah.
thinks that you can get me when I'm fucking out here at these open mics, you can't, because I will stab you. And you have to, like, it's not like self-defense here. It has to be the same amount of violence. So I will stab myself in the arm and then fucking stab you to make it
Guys,
look like
wait,
you
that's
stabbed
a-
me.
that's
Guys,
So
I know that these
fucking
statements.
trust me when I say this. Don't come for
I know
me.
these are inflammatory statements. I promise you, she is that crazy, and you will not win the court appeal.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. If you see someone draw their own blood in a ritual before attacking you, I can't imagine how little hope you should
Wait,
have.
so that's real? I didn't know that law.
Yes,
So
that's a real law. Because
you-
someone
yeah.
told me that when I told them that I carried a knife, and I was like, "Sounds like you're just scared because you're gonna assault me."
Yeah.
Wait, so in order to use the knife, you would have to have been stabbed first at an equal.
Yeah, like if like someone like spit on you and you beat their ass, like you would go to jail.
What?
So you'd have to beat your own ass.
These are
Yeah.
these liberal ass laws here. I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
I do
shit.
like the balls of being like, I can take this
Stand
person's
your ground.
life,
You
but
should
first
be
I have
ab-
to like cut my wrist with the. I have to like do the hand thing like in Lord of the Rings. It'd be like the blood pact.
Yeah.
I have to sign a blood pact with myself before I can attack someone.
It's like the opposite of Texas. Like
We
if
need
somebody
metal
gives you a
laws.
dirty look, you can shoot him in the face. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's too easy. You need
Yeah, I
metal
know.
ass laws. Like in Texas, you should have to say like a Creole prayer before you shoot. You have
Oh,
to.
hold on. I wanted to tell you about when I got catcalled. So I was
Please.
walking in Brooklyn,
Uh-huh.
and I was like just walking, not like looking at anyone. You can't look at anyone at
Uh-huh.
night. It was at night, and
Uh-huh.
this guy like came and like literally was like probably as close as you are to me right now.
Okay.
Behind me, and like was trying to like he said something like to the effect of like sexy.
Was he trying to
beautiful.
softly whisper in your ear?
Yeah, it was like weird
Oh.
as fuck.
Oh man.
And yeah,
Yeah.
and then I had my knife and I just changed hands. And it was I had it already out. Like I had the knife fully like blade out.
You start doing tricks.
Dude.
and I think he saw it and then he like peeled
Jeez.
off.
Yeah.
But I acted like I didn't
Sweet.
hear him. And
You just
yeah.
readied your weapon.
Yeah. So that's an example for anyone.
It would be
Who
funny if you had a
catcalls.
comically large blade, like if a dude's catcalling you,
pulled out
and you have to like, shing, and you gotta take your katana.
You're like, bro, don't fuck with me.
Dude, I pulled out
Yeah.
the katana.
You
Yeah.
like a holster? You walk around.
He's like, "Oh shit, you like anime?"
Say, damn girl, what that blade do? Yeah.
Damn girl, cut my dick off
Yeah.
and put it in your mouth.
Yeah, bitch, I already circumcised. Fuck, bro. Dude.
Yeah, being a
It's hard
woman,
out here in these
being a
streets.
woman is scary. Honestly,
That was my one piece of advice when you said you're moving to New York City. I said, get a Puerto Rican knife.
yeah.
What's
and that's
that?
not a knife
What's-
made by Puerto Ricans.
What's a Puerto
Yeah.
Rican knife?
It's a knife to fend off a
Puerto
group of people
Ricans?
that might be dangerous to you.
Yeah.
It's not a race thing, guys. Just
Oh,
chill. Just chill.
good.
It's
Do you want to get
like
the color
Puerto-
palette out and show us?
The
where-
Puerto Rican owns the knife. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm just saying. It's just like, man, you just have sometimes you have bad interactions in Spanish Harlem. It just happens, man. You have
I
bad.
haven't been to Harlem.
You can have
or-
a bad interaction anywhere in the city with anyone.
Yeah. Don't make eye contact with anyone like random.
I'm just
Mhm.
channeling
And barely
what I know.
make eye contact with the open micers. Don't make
Dude,
eye contact with
I
them.
would
I-
recommend you make no contact with the open micers.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that though. I like to make eye contact with people on the subway.
Don't do that.
I
What?
just,
Don't
you know,
do it.
I
You're
mean,
just
I wanna-
longing
I
for
wanna-
connection.
I want to put out positive vibes because everybody on the subway is just so like fucking
You're not-
closed off, dead inside.
No, everyone's protecting themselves
I'm
because there's fucking crazy people.
This
on
is
the
what someone
train.
from Michigan would say upon immediately moving to New York City.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to say how's it going?
That's
Yeah.
not it.
If I make
you
eye
gotta,
contact
you
with
gotta
someone-
not do that. You can do that in your real life,
That's like
but not
horror
on
movie.
the train.
Yeah.
Why-
The train isn't real life.
Subway
the
is my
train
real
is
life.
like a
It's
no.
between.
Yeah, the train
Yeah.
is between. It doesn't.
It's like when you're
exist.
in a car. It doesn't count.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
It does.
No, it
There's
doesn't.
real humans there.
No, there's
I
no
can
real
crack 'em.
humans there.
Yeah, dude.
There are real humans, but there's also ghouls and
Yeah.
demons
Yeah, exactly.
hiding,
Yeah.
hiding in the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be anyone.
Do you prefer to sit or stand on the subway?
Preferably,
I prefer to stand
Scowl.
if it's less than like 4 stops.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like 5 or more, I would prefer to sit, but I don't like sitting near anyone. So I usually stand if it's like any
Yeah.
bit crowded.
Well, you've got two schools of thought, right? If
Also,
yeah.
Is the subway kind of sexy? I've been thinking about the subway. It's kind of like a sexy place because, like, when it's really crowded, like you're sitting with people and you're like rubbing like shoulders.
Do you want to defend yourself or you want to get assaulted? Like, what is it? Which is it?
No. But
I'm afraid this thought is too horny for New York City.
No, but I'm just saying,
like,
it's
protect yourself, but like.
Yeah, but that's why I don't like sitting next to people.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you're that close, and it's like you don't even know this person.
Yeah.
But then it's like, we're all God and we're all one, so you do know them.
I mean, I think the idea of meeting someone on the subway is romantic. Like, if you, I don't know. There's a couple of times where like I made eye contact with a girl and I feel like she wants to talk to me. Like,
oh wait,
because it was like accidental eye contact, and I looked back, and then she was looking right at me, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah," because she's figuring out if she has to pepper spray you from across the cabin.
Yeah, she's like,
wait, what's the max range on this thing?
No, I thought.
Has this guy been looking at me the whole time?
No, because I was like, I didn't stare, I just looked away, and then I kind of looked back a little later, and she was still looking at me. I was like, "Oh, she wants me to say something," but I didn't.
She wants you to say something.
That's what I thought. I thought it was.
My phone died when I was going in between. I was trying to get on a train, and it died in the train station. And I approached this young-ish looking millennial man with a shoulder bag and a like colorful t-shirt, and I asked him to use his phone, and he helped me get to the tiny cupboard. And he blurted out halfway through the train ride that he had a girlfriend, and I was like, I'm like perfectly safe now. This is just a nice person trying to do.
Maybe he
like,
just said that to try and put you at ease.
Yeah, but I mean, I got off, like, we separated. Like, he doesn't know anything else. He just has my Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's diamonds in the rough here. I mean, for every 9 acrobatic homeless men, you get the Greek women that we met tonight.
Right, exactly.
I mean, how wonderful is that?
Dude.
Yeah, they didn't seem crazy or dangerous.
No.
They seemed...
They're the exception.
Yeah.
I almost started crying.
With them?
Yeah.
What?
It was a beautiful moment.
Why?
It was a beautiful moment.
My grandma and my mom basically hate me.
Okay.
So any woman above 40, I'm like, will you please tell me I'm doing okay?
Yeah.
Will you please affirm that I'm not a complete failure?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She was receiving motherly love from these two strangers. It's a beautiful moment.
What were the two schools of thought on the subway? You were gonna say something.
If you're standing, you have less protection against random people doing like street magic, roaming around. Yeah. But if you're sitting, you have less protection against an attacker. So you have to say, am I about to get approached by like a magician or a hustler, or am I about to be struck? Right. Yeah. That's like, well, if you're standing, you can like, I don't know, fight back.
Yeah.
But if you're standing, someone might come up behind you and be like, there's birds living in my hair. And that happens too. Both have happened.
Dude, someone that I don't really know, but I just met, got stabbed on the train because they fell asleep on the train.
Wait, what?
And they got stabbed while they were sleeping?
Yeah. Or, well, he got like cut in the face. Yeah.
Oh, that happened to someone I know, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was insane. I saw him like directly after, and I didn't like put the two together because I had heard about it because, you know, comedians talk or whatever. And I didn't put the two together. And then I asked him what happened. And he was like, yeah, someone stabbed me. And I was like, holy shit. I'm so sorry to bring that up. Sure, that's not fun.
I have yet to feel that sketch on the subway.
I don't know. I feel like also it's like, you know, you attract what you think about. So I try not to like put that out. Yeah. I try not to be scared because it's like there's no point in being scared. If you're going to get fucking mugged or stabbed, you're going to get stabbed and raped and mugged and whatever.
I've heard that like fear is palpable. So
yeah,
like
exactly.
If you're walking in a lone, dark alley and you're worried about getting, then the people that are going to do it are going to feel that you're worried and they're more likely to do it.
Well, I would also wager maybe you shouldn't start with, well, you're walking down a long, dark alley.
Right.
I think walking down a long, dark alley invites the kind of conflict you find in a long, dark alley.
If you're putting on a vibe of being scared,
I think that's
you
true.
can feel the energy, which is a very bizarre concept. Right. It's like
everything is energy.
You can fear good vibes and bad vibes. Yeah. It is energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
that's true. That's your best defense, Alexis, in the city is people can sense that you're just off your rocker and be like, I don't know, man. If I try and take her wallet, she might blood ritual herself and then kill me.
Right.
Yeah.
The crazy depressed suicide vibe is like
Yeah.
a good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a
Good
good
defense.
defense.
I
Yeah.
didn't say that.
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
okay.
doing, guys. I'm just staying fucking safe out here.
It's like a
I'm fine.
it's like a porcupine.
At
maybe.
any cost, I'm living my dream. I just
Yeah.
can't get over that you said that to the waiter. It's so funny to me.
Why is that so? I don't know.
It's just,
That's crazy.
it's a level of exuberant that you just, it's so great. It's just, hi, my name's Alexis. I'm living my dream. And then
Nothing's changed. She's the same stuff in Greenville. It's
Yeah.
the same. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alexis barks at open mics here.
That's right.
The first. Yeah.
what do you mean, barks?
Well, first time we went to the Grizzly Pear together, you were outside asking pedestrians to come in.
Yeah.
Nobody barks at open mics here.
No. No one
Wait,
cares.
you were,
And
oh,
then,
wow.
And then she
Yeah.
got two guys to come in, and they were the two biggest assholes in the fucking.
Yeah. It was.
They heckled the whole show.
It was not a good
It
on
was
my
not-
part.
No, I mean it was
Yeah.
fine. It was
I can do
fine.
Italian accents, right? That's not offensive.
You're not good.
It's not. I don't. I'm not doing. I keep
It's
saying.
fine.
I keep saying I don't do accents because I'm not. I don't feel like I can be good at it. But I feel like you have to start, right?
I guess if this is your
Eventually-
workshop,
It could be bad. Who cares?
this is home base for you. Yeah. You do live here. I just remembered
Dude,
that.
we both live here.
Yeah.
Should we talk about it?
Sure,
Yeah.
but we have Rory
Couples-
here. I feel
no,
bad. We don't have to just
here's
talk about
Yeah.
this
so,
stuff.
roommate therapy here. Guys, this segment of the podcast is a safe space. It's a safe space.
Nice.
Because I understand it's been just over a month since you two moved in together.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
stressful place. There's always noise, big
Yeah.
city,
Yes.
a lot of dangerous pedestrians. I think a lot can weigh on you. And I think now would be a good, safe time for you two to just kind of air out how you feel about your living situation. And
Okay.
I think for the health of the conversation, David should start.
I
Wait.
think so too. I think so. I was gonna say David should go first.
Wait, so what's the how do I feel about the living situation?
How is it going?
And then I.
Terrible. No, it's going fine.
Are your spoons
It's going
clean?
fine.
I'm not gonna say anything until it's my turn.
I don't know. Well, okay. We live on the 5th floor. That's the thing. 5 stories, no elevator. We didn't know that was shitty until we got here.
Until you moved.
Until we moved and moved all the shit up. I mean, it's good though. It's like we got 3 bedrooms. Cody's extra room is here where we are at. Thanks, Cody.
Thanks, Cody.
This is what it
we
looks
got an
like
extra
right
Miss
now.
you,
room and a
Cody.
living room. I don't know. What have we like negotiated between us? We've negotiated decorations.
Yes.
All of my shit is in here, in my bedroom, basically. I think the vibes mesh pretty well
Yeah.
in terms of decorations.
We've negotiated having friends over, having
Oh,
people
yeah.
over.
Yeah, yeah. Do you care if we mention that? I don't care.
give a fuck.
Well, Alexis had a friend over,
Oh.
and I wasn't aware that it was happening until very shortly.
I would say
I had
that we
about a-
both
I've had
dropped
about
the
a-
ball.
I had about a 2-hour heads up to know that there would be a friend over and I was driving here from Michigan and
Yeah.
coming back at 3 a.m. and
After his flights were canceled.
after my flights were canceled.
So he's not in the best mood.
no, it was very.
He's not ready to see a depressed open micer in the
Basically-
adjoining room.
Basically, I'm adjusting to living with another person after living alone for 7 years.
Yeah.
So
And a woman, no less. And
Yeah.
a whore.
Not just any woman.
Not just any woman. This fucking cunt.
Yeah.
dumb fucking slut is what we're saying.
This is boot
I'm
camp.
sorry. I'm just kidding. No.
This is coexisting with a wife boot camp.
Yeah.
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 No, it's been fine though. And bathroom. Share
But
a
so
bathroom.
let's.
He said he's fine. All right. Alexis.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Same question, same
Fine.
prompt. You've been thinking about it for so long. I'm just going to let you run with it.
So at first, there was 1 week. We both had 1 week without each other.
Yeah.
So you had 1 week to settle in, and then I had a week to like settle in, and that was like it was honestly probably the loneliest week. And also, it was a fun week. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that I didn't have fun doing, like, being completely by myself. Because that
Yeah.
is, like, a really cool, fun, freeing
It is.
feeling.
It
And I
is.
think you felt that when your first week here.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you were telling me when I was still in South Carolina, you were like, dude, this is fucking New
Yeah.
York,
Dude,
whatever.
New York's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't take long for that to wear off.
Yeah, it's the best city to visit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard one to live in.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so dead inside that that part is not
Yeah.
hard for me.
Your
It's
hair
like
lost
the,
all color.
It's the other part. but so at first that was like, we didn't have to address any living things because we weren't living together yet.
Yeah.
And then I think we both dropped the ball at first because we're both not used to living together or being wrong or like compromising.
Yeah.
And so I think we both needed the space that we took, and then we're able to talk about it because that's what good roommates do.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Call you a slut, and then
I didn't call you a slut. I just didn't know there'd be someone in the place. I just didn't know.
Okay, what do you guys think? What was it? Revolving door of random people. What was that? The exact wording?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tattoo it on myself.
As long as you lock the door, there shouldn't really be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they don't demand.
I just wanted a little heads up. That was all I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more so than
It was my dropping the ball of not giving you more notice because I thought I was being considerate, just letting you know.
It's like just stranger danger to me. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Why is there an open micer in my house?
Yeah. I've never had any open micers over to my house.
That's what this podcast
Oh,
is.
fuck.
I know.
I
That was the
hadn't
point.
said that it was a comedian.
We know it's a comedian.
But
okay.
yeah, I feel like everyone assumes it was a comedian.
comedian.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm sure they the open micers hate being called open micers here. I have a
Really?
joke where I say open micer, and I've had like so many people.
It's a bad word here.
Yeah, it's like a bad
People
word.
need to get over
Really?
themselves.
Because
Yeah.
there's nowhere it's more accurate of a descriptor.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
dude, I'm an
we
open
are-
micer, like to
Yeah.
the day I die.
Yeah.
Like this is who I am.
We're
Right.
in
When I
the-
get on the fucking mic and scream and like, that's
all
that's me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
when
we're-
you stop telling jokes to have a manic episode on stage and hold the audience hostage, it's one of the most authentic displays of humanity I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Seen it a good few times now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. It's gotten more
an
palatable.
It's got more refined.
Yeah.
First it
Interesting
was just
strategy.
crude.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
you're just actually crying on stage, and now it's just like, no, we're going on a journey together. Today we will be on a journey.
Hopefully it's gotten better, I guess I
Yeah.
should say. I don't know.
Yeah.
I pray it's gotten better.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess male open micers still go, oh, I wonder what her deal is. So it can't be going that bad for you.
They do. They do. So many of them.
Yeah. Yeah. But the city's big enough too. Like there's times where we don't go to the same mics like a lot, like
Yeah.
where we're two ships passing in the night, and I feel like
Whoa.
neither of us we get home super late.
Yeah.
Like after midnight. If we're home before midnight, it's unusual, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Either of us.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't
But
know.
we like had some good. I ate cereal and we had a good hang.
Yeah, we're starting to hang a little more.
The other night,
Not a lot of family dinners yet. You made me soup the other day.
I did make him
It's
soup.
very nice.
And I cleaned the bowls.
She cleaned the
Yep.
bowls.
And I have used spoons to eat peanut butter late at night when I was too lazy to go outside of the fucking food truck and get food. Dude, there's food 24 hours here. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I've eaten takeout all the time.
Literally, he
With-
has not
with the-
cooked one thing. I've gotten groceries
Yeah.
the whole time.
It's not something to brag about, but
Yeah,
yeah. Rory, do you cook?
he cooks.
It's one of my passions, honestly.
Of course it
I
is. Of course
love
it is.
cooking.
Rory's
You're like
passion: spitting on the mic and cooking.
You're like the Ratatouille.
Probably in the
dude.
top 3. Those are my top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I
I
love
tricked the mic
cooking.
like it's that pussy.
What's your specialty, bro?
And I shouldn't be holding it.
What's your specialty?
What's my specialty?
Yeah.
Oh man.
What do you do?
Indian food's probably my favorite. I love meal prepping like a big hearty stew, like a Eastern European grandmother.
Peanut, like a peanut stew or something like that, or
Like
no?
a goulash, like a beef stroganoff.
Nice.
Indian food's a favorite. Indian food, that's good because it's just so hearty and thick, and everyone hates the smell. That's good.
Did you develop this because you lost all that weight?
Yeah.
Right? You lost like 100 pounds.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
we
it's-
both used to be fat. Remember?
Remember
Remember when
At
we were
different times.
fat and no one liked us?
Yeah.
The biggest losers over here.
Yeah.
We're the winners now.
Exactly.
yeah.
Living our
I didn't mean
dreams.
No,
it
it's just
like loser,
it's
loser.
just during COVID. I just didn't
Yeah.
leave my apartment much, so it was like, I might as well learn how to cook.
Okay.
And so then it was like, well, I haven't seen people in 7 days. Might as well keep cooking.
I've heard people consider that art, you know?
I would consider it
that- I
art.
think-
I
I think
decorate the
it's
plates. I
expression.
garnish. I
You got pics on your phone?
You got games on your phone? Yeah, I got some
what?
food pics. What,
Yeah,
you wanna
food
see?
pics.
We pulling up
Yeah,
some
let's-
food
I thought you were
Let's see
looking
them.
for-
Rate my- rate my
We're
food.
gonna rate his food pics right now. All right, safe space is over, guys. Let's go back
Yeah.
to fucking getting each other with some zingers.
Oh my god.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking
I don't know how to do that.
do zingers.
No.
Or
I'll
have a
just-
safe
I'll
space.
just-
How's zing?
I'll just call you like a bitch and a pussy, and that's all I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know me, so you know what would get to me.
Right.
And you'll only learn more buttons to push as you live together more.
Yeah.
That's some steak. That's not like eccentric enough, but it's like garnished and stuff.
Oh, that's garnished.
You have to send these.
He's
to me
got
so we can put
mushrooms
them
on
up.
his
I wanna
steak.
We got
see-
some mushrooms on it. We like
Ooh.
That's simple though. That's not like
Steak and shrooms.
that was when I was on my.
There's
all-meat
Ken
diet.
Wood. He's a picture of Ken Wood for
Oh,
some
I
reason.
think that's just me. Oh, that is Ken.
That is Ken.
That was back when Ken and I wore
Winner
the
of
same
the latest
things all
Funny
the
or
time.
Fired
Nice.
on
Ken.
Greenville.
Well, yeah, this is
Is
back.
Ken
that this
Wood.
Thursday?
We were trying to do another episode before I left. I think so. Shout out
This
Greenville.
Thursday?
Ratings are dwindling. So.
Yeah.
Really? The
You guys
ratings?
don't-
Oh, I think so.
You guys
Although-
not supporting David?
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
He's trying to live his
Stay
dream.
interested.
We're fucking out here doing it.
Actually, fuck it. As long as Bane Bear's still watching, I'll make these forever. Bane Bear.
What's up,
is a
Bane
ride
Bear?
or
You
die.
crazy
Oh,
motherfucker.
does Bane ride hard for the pod?
Yeah,
Dude,
dude. Look at
Bane-
I got him
Bane-
featured.
Bane-
Bane Bear.
Bane Bear
Wait, is it business card?
comments
Yeah.
every time.
Speaking of,
Right?
subscribed to.
What he has a YouTube channel with his son, correct?
Yeah. He cut this business card so you can't even read the username, so I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, here's a good one.
oh,
Here's a French
that's
mustard
nice.
chicken with a broccoli
Ooh,
garnish.
look at that.
Yeah, I cook meals like I'm always going on dates.
Also, this meal does look like it was made by a psychopath.
Work of art.
Yeah,
If you can
that's
see
because
that.
that meal might have been
Like
made by
the
a
lighting,
psychopath.
not even the meal itself, but just the
Is it because
white.
it's in a pure pastel
the
white
pure
room?
white, and then the white plate, and then just like the pristineness of it.
Yeah, it's
It's
the kind of
very-
precision one should find eerie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Have you seen the menu?
I've not.
Wait, we gotta
Good
keep an
movie?
eye on time. We're
We're good.
We're good.
Okay.
We're at 40.
When do we need to leave?
So
Yeah.
we'll leave around an hour. So we got about 18 minutes left.
Okay.
Cool.
18 minutes.
18 minutes. What do
So
we want to cover?
I want to hear about
Racism?
Rory's dating life because that was.
I
an
don't know,
interesting-
man. That's not a great
Yeah,
one. I
dude.
mean,
Dude, Rory, you still a virgin?
yeah.
Let's go.
I had my first kiss since our last podcast. That was pretty
hell
cool.
yeah.
I'm just screwing with you, bro. You know
It was to Danny Brown's.
New LP.
No, to Atrocity Exhibition.
Wait. Hold
That's
on,
so
hold on.
funny.
Back up. This is your kiss? First kiss?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
Tell us about the situation. Set the scene.
Dude.
Was it a
Who was the
girl or
girl?
a boy?
It was a girl. I am straight. I know there's been some controversy surrounding that.
No one cares.
Rory's only 22.
I'm only 22.
I lost my virginity at 25.
I
Yeah.
lost
I wasn't
mine
hating. by
on
the
my
way. I was-
15th birthday. Woo!
Is the timing of that? Is there? I don't want to get into
Anyway,
it.
let's.
We're about to hear a
talking
trauma
about
story. Talking about me. Okay.
Shout out Darlington basketball team.
you. That was not who took my virginity, you fucking asshole. It was a 19-year-old.
Okay.
He
listen.
should go to jail. Okay.
Shout out
It's impolite to kiss and tell, but you did just did confess to a crime being committed.
Yeah.
Okay, Rory.
Cut
Okay.
that part out.
Okay.
Just the part where I said his age.
So it's a girl, right? Okay.
Yes.
Great. What was the setting? Like, were you guys on a date?
Yeah, I prefer to date. I'm not really looking for like.
No, I know.
a
But
weird
what was
frat
the date?
basement
What did you
hookup.
guys do before the date?
Oh, we
Or
got dinner.
before? You
Went
got dinner?
to
Where'd
like
you go
a
to dinner?
fancy-ish restaurant,
Fancy's restaurant. What type
Yeah.
of restaurant?
like converted speakeasy.
How did she eat?
Nice.
What did-
Speakeasy.
What'd she eat?
How? Is there? How? Are there words to describe how someone ate?
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
Pacedly? I don't know.
What'd she eat? What was
no red
what type
flags
of-
on the
know.
eating style.
I
Okay.
don't remember.
What'd she order?
What? Who?
What did she order?
I don't remember.
Okay.
These details are not.
Was the kiss? Did they just overshadow everything else? Like once that happened, you just forgot everything.
Yeah, get to the
It
good
doesn't
part.
matter. Okay, so you.
Was
It's
there
impolite.
tongue?
It's impolite to kiss.
So you
and
go.
tell.
Okay, wait. No, but so
It's
you go out
impolite
to
kiss
dinner,
tell.
and then what happened?
That's my whole act. What do you mean?
I know. I'm not stealing your bit.
Wait, so you went home? Did you guys go watch a movie or something?
Yeah. I guess. Okay. I can tell the funny part
Okay.
because I don't like exposing details. But
You're not
Classy.
saying her name or anything.
Yeah.
No one.
She
so
gonna
if
watch
you're
the-
People
familiar
are
with the movie,
people are not listening.
yeah, I know.
David
it's just,
said.
it's
David, you said that.
it's bad form.
Bane
It's
Bear's
impolite to
still
kiss and tell.
listening.
Well, Bane
Um,
Bear will tell everyone.
You're right. But it is just kissing. I was gonna say if you had sex, it would
No,
be like.
obviously I didn't. But
Guys,
uh,
I just told the whole internet that I had sex.
this is your.
So-
that's
Right.
your
It's
thing.
your choice. I don't want to. Yeah.
I'm unpredictable and
I'm-
scary.
I'm
That's
with-
my thing.
I'm with you, but
okay.
it's
Yeah.
innocent, bro. That's fine.
Okay, so the funny detail
Uh-huh.
is there's a movie called Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of it.
I don't know that one.
It's like a mockery of like 70s slasher films where teens go in the woods, teens die, and like I said earlier, first kiss, right? So I'm like, all right, I need to make a move, right? I've waited till I'm 22 years old to ever attempt to make a move on a girl. It's not like it's the first time I've ever been on a date. I'm just not good at
to your
this.
right or left?
On a bed.
On a bed?
Yeah.
Ooh, Rory.
Let's go.
So.
God,
Do you have no couch?
There's a moment. It wasn't my house.
Oh, okay.
There's a moment in this movie where there is like, so the killer. There's a dude who's the killer, right? And he's captured the final girl, right? The girl who's gonna end up being the one who survives. And he's like deranged and like disfigured, and he like kisses the girl forcedly. And I look at the screen and I think, this movie's almost over. I have to do something. And I say, that's not how you do it at all. And then swoop.
Oh my God. And it worked?
Yeah, it worked.
Hell yes,
so
dude.
that's not how you did it all. So that you turned and went in.
Yeah.
Okay. And she
Nice.
kissed you back?
And then she started laughing hysterically because she's like, I can't believe you did that. And I said, yeah, that was really
me
weird.
either.
So
You're
what-
like,
me
yeah, that's
So what are we
that
talking-
was
What are we
rad.
talking here?
We're done disclosing details.
Lips?
We're done disclosing. Yeah, of course.
Tongue?
We're done disclosing details. It's
So
impolite.
yeah.
This is sloppy applesauce.
I'm not stealing her bit.
Dude, I remember the first...
Yeah, I'm the slut of the pod, okay?
Dude, I
Yeah.
remember the first time I made out with a girl.
I'm trying to be classy, kind of.
When was it?
I was 15, I think. 16.
Nice.
No, I had my driver's license. Yeah, and I didn't know how to kiss at all. This was a shout out Sam Mosier.
Is that the name of the
She
guy?
was really good.
Oh.
Samantha.
I'm sorry that I was drinking water and I couldn't laugh at that.
That's fine.
And I didn't know how to kiss, but she did. So she like guided me with her mouth. Like, yeah, it's not always all the time.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah, what
remember-
happened to not kissing and telling, David?
This is
Are you
all
a hypocrite?
innocent. I never even slept with any of these girls.
That's still...
Yeah, it's fine. And then I kissed a different girl.
What if
my
they don't
next
want people to
girlfriend,
know that they kissed you?
And she kissed like a jar of applesauce, and it was not good. You
Wait,
know what I'm talking about?
What does that mean?
It means
Oh,
like the tongue just. Bleh, bleh. You know,
Yeah.
applesauce as it comes out
Yeah,
of
I've
the jar,
had
as you
those.
pour
Those
it, it's
people
just
are bad.
bleh, bleh.
I don't want to.
bad.
If I were to guess, I hope I'm not horrible. Could have been. I don't know.
No, you probably yeah.
My friend said, dude, it'll just come naturally. Don't overthink it. I was be like, that's how you be horrible at
Yeah.
something,
No, I
right?
think-
Yeah.
I think you want more lips and then like gradual. I remember I researched how to kiss on the internet.
I've made...
Okay, I've never done that. I'm so proud to announce I've never done
In
that.
high school, I
Nice.
researched how do you French kiss, and then it was
Wiki
like,
how do I kiss?
You
How
just-
do I get my first kiss in middle school?
You just kiss like.
Can we
You're making Alexis
change
like
I'd love a
the
topic
subject?
I
change.
cannot believe.
I don't like hearing you guys
Saying
make
how to-
kissy sounds.
I'd love to change the
realized.
topic.
saying how to kiss. Okay, I'm making both of you guys.
You guys want to hear about the time I lost my virginity? No.
Is it?
There's not enough
If you
time.
want to tell us.
Yeah. Do we need to talk to a
No,
lawyer
that-
first?
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember his last name. I just remember his first name.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
but it was bad. He was like a hoarder, or he lived with his mom, and his mom was a hoarder because there was a lot of stuff in the house. The house is like a mile and a half from my school, which I walked there after school.
With a backpack?
With a backpack.
So you had to ask a guy
So
where
this
you
guy
wanted to set
was
down
a
your backpack.
pedophile for sure. And then
Nice.
yeah, it was bad. It lasted for like 4 minutes, maybe less.
Pretty long.
Maybe less than that. Maybe like a minute and a half. It was really bad and it hurt. And then it was over.
All right, so I'm sad now. Yeah.
But then I didn't realize he was a pedophile until like 24.
Yeah.
Like when I was like 24.
Yeah.
He was 19 and you were 15.
I turned 15 that day. I was a 14-year-old.
Was that a planned thing? He's like, well, that's
Yeah, we
less-
planned it. We planned
Yeah.
it on the internet.
Well, the governor won't abbreviate my sentence if it's any older. Yeah,
Right.
or any younger.
It's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
tough
Was he in
stuff.
high school still
He had gone to the high school I went to, I think.
and just graduated or something?
I think so.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked
don't
up. He
know.
graduated. He
That's-
should have known.
That's quite messed up.
Yeah. I'm
So
not sad
anyway.
about it. Guys, you don't have to be sad.
Well, 2 people in this room are.
I'm not that sad. She like bounced.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Love
I'm sad.
lives are tough.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gotten booked 4 times if I didn't get fucking molested at 14. So I'm glad it
That's an
happened.
extremely audacious statement.
4 times.
Yeah.
So your girl, are you gonna see her again?
What? Oh no, that ended poorly.
Oh, what happened?
So let's harken back to something we
ended
said
and
at
you
dinner.
murdered her.
That would be so funny.
She's dead.
Well, so recently my friends have come to me in a semi-intervention setting and be like, you
come
need to change
on
your
you or
you need to change your type.
Oh, she's crazy?
Well, it just seemed I gravitate towards like Bond girls. Pretty girls with something to hide. I can smell it, but I'm not but I'm good at reading people, but I'm also very good at distracting myself.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, something's going on here. Turn off brain.
Yeah.
And then just
Ignore
focus on
this
how
red
cute
flag.
yeah. So I've walked into a good few situations of that were above my caliber.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so
Crazy.
this girl was hiding something. What was she
Well,
hiding?
no, I don't know. It's not necessarily that. It's just like there's a through line. Previous girls have hid stuff. This is more like a continuation of a trend. It's just like
I know what you mean.
no, it's I just like elusive. I just like the Bond girl type. Like, wow, that
Yeah.
person's mysterious, and it just turns out mysterious people are just not emotionally available.
Yeah, are you guys
Exactly.
familiar with like fatal attraction stuff? Like you have a cycle of going for the same type of guy or girl that is like not good for you, but you continue
Yes.
to go back. I've done that.
I've had
too.
fatal attractions that have been almost fatal,
Yeah.
involving this city. Yeah.
And Puerto Ricans.
Be careful out there.
I don't know what his assuasion was, but it was like sometimes I'm a master of finding girls that don't want to tell you that they have a boyfriend.
yeah.
I'd consider myself a master.
That's so
and
funny.
sometimes that ends with
That's an
potentially
interesting
Puerto
person.
Rican boyfriends.
Yeah.
Actually, once confirmed Puerto Rican, once that kind of Italian where you just like, you know,
Dude,
Yeah.
there's a type of Italian that you just are not fully sure.
And you're like,
But my life's been threatened like twice.
But some girls who have boyfriends are shopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Girls
sometimes
are
they
always
check out.
open to meeting somebody else, even if they say
Sometimes
have
they go
one.
to self-checkout too, yeah.
single girls also.
Well, single
Yeah.
girls for sure.
Yeah.
But just because they say they have a boyfriend doesn't necessarily.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't push the issue, but they're curious.
I feel like it
Yeah.
It depends
Curious
on
indeed.
security. Like secure people are not looking because they will decide when they're not into the person they're doing stuff with and then end it and then be whatever.
Well, they might not.
insecure people will look while they're still because they're like they need the next
Well,
thing.
you also don't know what the person's relationship is like. Like they might be together technically, but maybe they're going through a rough patch and they're like, it's about to end. They meet somebody else.
Oh, I'm quite sure this is a rough patch thing.
I'm pretty sure women are very strategic in that way in terms of like being open to stuff.
And the strategy leads to the, whoa, that's mysterious.
Yeah.
And then, so.
What's the opposite of a Bond girl that's mysterious? Because I feel like I am
Just
too
someone who's-
open and too upfront.
A nerd.
And that's an unnerved.
a nerd.
A nerd.
Is the opposite of a Bond girl, I was going to say.
Oh,
Or like
no,
a-
but I
or like
think
a girl- or like
Alexis
a
is
girl
talking
who's
about
really
something different.
religious.
What's the opposite of what specific part?
Because you said it's like a mysterious person, but like they're hiding something. What was the other part of it?
I was just like, I don't know, like when I'm describing types, like hot, tactful, chooses words carefully, smart, like smart. Like,
Scorpio.
is that one of those like star things?
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, it's an
Could be
astrology
Scorpios,
thing. Yeah,
okay.
They're mischievous, they say.
Okay, well then, yeah, bring it on.
It's like, I don't know.
Well, I just like smart. I like smart, but it so happens that smart people lead complex lives, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. Sometimes that just is how it is.
Especially at a young age. I
Especially,
think.
keep in mind, I'm very in college, and all of these experiences
Yeah.
are college things.
Yeah.
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 I don't know.
Do you have a fatal attraction? Like what type of guy?
Have you heard my joke about having a crush on someone and then
Yeah.
the dead eyes, the PTSD eyes?
PTSD
Right.
eyes. Beard.
Have you heard this?
Maybe. The joke that I'm thinking of is, I think, different.
Yeah. I don't think
I think
you've
I'm
seen-
thinking of the, guys, did you know you can masturbate to your friend's joke?
Oh, yeah.
Which I heard
Uh-huh.
you say. I was like, oh,
That's-
yeah, that's weird.
That one's gotten better, I think.
Yeah.
Now. I think it's better now. It used to be like just really bad.
It was certainly
Anyway.
manic.
But
Rory.
so what?
It was like you delivered it. It was like when
Dramatic.
you hit your dramatic manic crescendos
Oh,
on
yeah,
stage.
yeah.
That was like fever pitch. Like,
Guys,
did you know?
Oh,
Like, yeah.
guys. Oh, I've
can,
gotten way more.
You can
If you thought
masturbate
that
to
was the-
people you know. Yeah.
But anyway, this one, the crush thing, I did it after like telling or like, you know, liking someone here.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, dude, this joke is so relatable. Like it's the same thing. Like I just am like I just want people that don't want me, and it's like it's just because my dad left. Like that's stupid.
Yeah.
I want people that don't want to stay around or that don't want to be around me because of that.
Yeah.
Probably.
That is strange. I don't even know the logistics of that.
But yeah, so basically the joke that I have is about how I'm only interested in people that aren't in like
unavailable, emotionally unavailable.
Emotionally unavailable people,
Yeah.
or they're at least not emotionally available to me, which is fine. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
All of the people that feel this way, there's hundreds of them.
For sure.
Yeah. So many people want nothing to do with me. You won't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a string of being in crazy girls.
Yeah.
Kind of like you're talking about. This is before anybody. This is before anybody I met in Greenville.
Crazy's broad though. There's so many fun subtypes of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
like
are.
Mine's fun, right?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
The crazy I'm describing is like plotting, scheming crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like intelligently, not like I just decided to light your car on fire today crazy.
Right.
Which honestly sounds like a good time as well. But
That
maybe.
pussy,
Yeah.
probably crazy.
Crazy and smart is a bad combination.
Yes, it
That's
ends
right.
poorly.
That's why you better
Nasty
watch out.
manipulators.
You
Half
better-
of my material is about threatening situations I've found myself in because of those people.
Yeah. Yeah. I would date. Yeah. Girls that. I don't know. One girl I brought to a work trip, and then I asked afterwards what they thought of her, and Amy was like, "Yeah, she was pretty dumb." She said, "Yeah, she's pretty dumb."
I
hope my colleagues would watch my back like that.
That was so mean, though.
I mean, if someone's dumb, they're dumb. It's not.
I was
Yeah.
yeah.
I suppose.
People. I don't know.
It was too intimidating me at the time to be vulnerable with somebody smart. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like I didn't want anybody figuring me
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? You don't want to let anybody into like real inner Rory land.
I kind of want to though.
No,
That
I
sounds
want
fun.
to.
now. I want to.
Yeah, that sounds. No,
No.
I've been good at being available. It just turns out I like a type that isn't. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
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 I'm willing to open up. Like I'm good with that now.
Yeah.
But like, geez,
Isn't it trippy to imagine meeting like the female equivalent of yourself?
I would hate the female equivalent of myself.
Not exactly, but
I would
like,
find her
if
very trite and annoying.
If you had a lot in common with them. If you had a lot in common with her and you like were on the same
Yeah, but if you're talking like a mirror,
wavelength.
I've
Not a
met dudes
mirror.
that are so vain. They're like, oh man, I just need to meet a female version of myself. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
It's so
It
gross.
happened
I
outside
know I
of-
would not stand a female version. I'm very comfortable with myself, but I wouldn't want to date myself. I want to date
Yeah.
someone
No,
who
not like
challenges
that.
me, who
Right,
like calls me
exactly,
out
who
on my
challenges
shit.
you.
Whereas
Yeah.
like you got to work on this.
Yeah.
Who's
Female
like-
me would be like, dude, that's sick. Female me would be like a skater, and that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean literally female
Yeah.
version, but
I get
somebody like yeah, you're on the same vibe and yeah.
I don't know what I want in
Yeah,
a
what do you-
boyfriend.
Yeah, what do you yeah.
I don't
Didn't
think
you say you want to be abandoned?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's kind of hard when you're describing a termed commitment. I want
Yeah.
someone who routinely abandoned me.
Yeah.
Right.
That sounds like something you'd have to pay for.
Sleep in separate rooms.
Yeah.
just-
I don't know. I think I don't.
Tells me to leave the car on the side of the road.
I don't want a relationship, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I do want to have sex, but I have to figure out a way to do that without like hurting people.
Yeah, doesn't that kind of suck?
I
that,
might
like-
be the exact opposite of everything you just said.
I know. I know.
I do want a relationship. I really don't care about anything else. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of hard because, like, you know, when you're not in a relationship, you want to have sex, you know?
Speak for yourself.
But there's no easy way, you know? Just
Yeah.
sleeping around.
Do you think being totally upfront with someone and being like, "Hey, is there sexual tension?" and then going from there? Do you think that's like
Before you guys hook up?
too upfront and forward?
No.
Do you think
Well,
that's
if
fine?
you put it like that, I suppose, but I don't know. I like being tactful.
This is before anything happens. You say, hey, I think there's something going on here. That's
Yeah.
what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it
Sure.
sounds more like sitcom writing than something that actually happens. But it probably does actually happen.
I've done
Our whole
it.
life's a
Literally,
sitcom.
I've
Yeah.
already done it.
You've done it at
I've
open
already
mics.
done it, and they said no,
Oh.
and I was like,
No.
cool, cool. Just made it all up in my head. Love
No,
that.
That must
for
be
me.
crushing. Being like,
Because
is there
also-
something
okay,
happening here?
Listen to this. Listen to this. Do you touch another woman, specifically someone that's like the person you would be attracted to or whatever, like gender or whatever, do you touch their legs like if you're sitting next to each other and not super close and like
I'd only touch them if I had to save them from a fire.
No, yeah. Like if your legs like fell together, would you leave it there? Like if you leave it there, that means you want to have sex.
If you touch their leg and don't move it.
Like say like our legs touch, right?
Uh-huh.
And we both feel it and neither of us move. That means that we want to have sex.
Yeah, but like, what is the surrounding situation? Are you talking?
Is
this another train
Is
story?
that too much of a microaggression? I think maybe.
Yeah, is this on the train?
No. This was multiple times. I
think the situation.
Like everybody's making sexual advances to me on the train because their legs are touching and they don't move. Oh my god!
Like for example, if you two are sitting on the couch together, yes, I get it. If you two are on the metro, no, that doesn't make sense.
No, not the metro, but also
context matters, right? Yeah.
Right, but like, yeah, if you're alone,
at places that our legs or arms should not be touching.
If you're at the open mic, maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe.
But then, this person
because then there's an 80% chance that they're kind of whacked out.
Yeah. So this person did that, and it was a rejection.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, are you lying, or am I just?
It's possible he was interested, but then you put it that bluntly, and then he was like, "Oh no."
Maybe he's just got to
be like, "Oh no, I was just
Yeah. I mean, I didn't bring any of that up because it's like I just got rejected, so I was just
also you have to carry with you
trying to not take it personally.
Yeah, the understanding that guys are stupid and unintentional sometimes in ways
Maybe
that
I'm going about it too
women
intentional.
perceive some things that guys do as like prophetic or like this is an extremely intentional move. That guy might have just been manspreading,
right?
And not noticed your leg was there or not really cared. It's like. It's not even a thought. It's below the concept of thinking about it.
Yeah.
But to you, it's like,
also,
oh my God, I've been waiting my entire life for this to happen. Like,
I've been waiting so long for someone to touch my leg.
Because like, I've run this situation where girls would be like, why did you do this? Why did you do that? It's like, I've never thought about that path. It's like, why? Yeah, it's like.
That's so funny.
I feel like, oh my God. Yeah.
We love it.
That sounds cursed. I don't
hate being a woman. I hate it. It's fucking the worst.
Yeah.
It's so bad. We have to bleed. You guys remember that?
Well, yeah, of course. If you want to kill someone on the subway, you have to bleed now.
I think we got to an hour. Let's fucking go to this show.
Yeah,
we're going to a show, guys, not to brag.
Not one we're performing at.
No,
we're
going
not.
to the stand.
Yeah.
We could have gone to an open mic, but
we could have. But David said, "Oh, I'm so tired."
Why would we want to ruin a perfectly good Friday night? That's all.
Yeah.
Why would we want to go to a shit ass open mic?
We met some incredible people that might save your financial situation.
They might come to my bringer show, which is
that would be so hype.
Which is more.
Elizabeth.
I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
Dina. What were their names? I forgot.
Elizabeth and Pilar.
Because like even if you buy all your own tickets, you still have to live with the knowledge that no one is sitting there to watch you, and that's sad.
That is sad.
I would, if I were in your shoes, I would pay these people to come. Because at least you have someone you can make jokes at that will support you and wait for the Venmo to come through.
And if they come, I'm definitely being like, what's up, Elizabeth? I fucks with you.
You might also be the only person to bring someone if they come.
Yeah.
And that's clout.
Yeah.
They might let you do it again.
Right.
And put you in the same crisis.
Yeah. I'm not doing another bringer show. I refuse. This is the first and last.
It sounds like it's like a pyramid scheme.
It's not. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That stinks.
They can fucking.
Yeah.
I'll send them a tape. I'm not.
There you go.
Yeah.
Put it out there. All right.
People
want to shout out your stuff. Actually, ASAP, Alexis.
ASAP Angry with an underscore on Instagram.
Rory.
Yeah, Rory F. O'Connor on Instagram. Out of the comedy game. We'll be back at it soon.
Yeah.
Got to get that degree first.
We're going to bully him into...
You didn't talk a lot on this one, but if you want to listen more about Rory, there's 2 episodes of him. But there's 5 hours of us just getting to know Rory.
Yeah,
so.
we go long. If you're interested in hearing more Alexis, I'm sure there's some... You got 2, 3?
I'm
there's
so
also,
sorry.
You have your
Fuck
own...
Alexis.
You
have your own podcast.
And she has her own podcast.
Yeah.
Female Stream of Diarrhea. What is it?
Yeah, it's that's it.
If you want to learn more context on the things we poked fun at her for this episode...
Lady Diarrhea.
Yeah. Is that the full title?
Name. Yeah.
Yeah, female diarrhea. But
right. But
he got it. He got it mostly right.
You can find it on the.
It doesn't come up
YouTube
if you type
channel.
that in anyway. It's
just
ASAP Angry.
ASAP Angry.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks. See you guys next time. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Ain't got no more bows to run. Once that feeling's done, ain't got no bows to run.